I spent the whole week wearing the palette of my favorite shades, and here are some looks and unexpected conclusions. You know, sometimes you think that if you combine all of your favorite shades, you will have the best palette ever. I tried it, and it didn't work the way I expected. Hi, welcome to theArtup, a place where we enjoy beautiful things, not just in beauty, but in life. Today, I'm going to walk you through my custom palette, a collection of my favorite shades from various palettes that was originally intended to simplify my routine. But ironically, instead of making my life simpler, I had to ask for your suggestions about the color of that palette. And boy oh boy, were you right. To understand that, let's get into the looks. These two looks I did for the weekends. The first one has 32 from blends in the outer corner, then Imperial credit in the middle and 9210 in the inner corner. The second also has 32 from blends in both outer and inner corner, Sinful in the middle and Bora on top of the inner corner. Don't worry, I will leave all the shades and palettes they come from in the description box below in case you want to recreate some looks. Now you see the issues I bumped into. The first one is I had a very limiting choice of darkening shades. The second one is that both Sinful and Imperial credit looked very similar on my eyes. Even though Imperial credit is like silvery green and Sinful is more like golden green, I was leaning more towards Imperial credit because the other two greens were actually cold tone greens. It seemed like a lot of looks were going to be repetitive. Even while I was pulling out the shades from the palettes, I had a gut feeling that this palette was lacking something color-wise, and you actually were of a great help. Storm of April and Persephone Grail 1995 suggested adding some deep purple, and some of them left me the exact name color I should pull from my blends palette. And Fly On Education, which had a lot in the comment section below, recommended adding a pop of color. We agreed on yellow, so yellow will it be. These four looks came within the second I read all those thoughtful comments, and they actually are my favorite ones. For the first three, I used Bewitched from the blends to create outer V and darken the outer corner. Then in the first look, I have the center shade from Huda Amethyst Obsession. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the name. The second has green to purple multichrome from BH Romantic Nomad. It also doesn't have the name, so please rely on my explanation. And the third one is actually my favorite one because the shape is great. The last one has Deep Shade, Serendipity, and 9210. And this one is the last look, and I love the combination of yellow and purple. Now let's skip the part where I'm going to rave on how much I love all of the shades. They are my favorite ones, so of course I love them. And move to the part where I tell you that, I forgot how much I love that center shade from Huda Amethyst Obsession. How much I love the combination of yellow and pink because it makes my eyes pop. And that last eye shape, cherry on the top. So once again, thank you for all of your suggestions. What I learned while doing this experiment is that while all of my shades shine brightly separately, blending them all together doesn't create harmony. It is those neutral, unassuming, suggested by someone, or unexpected shades that give the unity to the palette. These looks I created for myself. They are very colorful and very bright. But what I figured out on my journey while using this palette is that it is perfect for everyday use, for work, especially if you like those two eyeshadows makeup looks. I loved it so much that I actually didn't pull out any other palette while using this custom one, and that says a lot. You know, I'm even considering not putting all of those shades back into their designated place, give it a little bit of turnover and a tweak, and use it as it is. So I will take away Beloved from e.l.f. New Classic because I literally never use this shade. As I mentioned before, Sinful and Imperial credit are very similar on my eyes, and since these two shades are cold tone, I decided to go with Imperial credit and take away Sinful. I love this deep shade from McGRATH's Mothership 3, As you can see some scraping marks, I put a little bit of it into my Project Pan palette, so I think I can take away it from this custom palette. Also, I will take away this green to purple to blue multichrome. It is from BH Cosmetics Romantic Nomad. It is of a very poor quality, and even though the shade is perfect for this palette, the quality is meh, so I think I will substitute it for something similar. You know, I think Nomad Cosmetics has something similar, and I think I bought it as a single, so I will substitute this one for the one from Nomad. This is a multichrome from Royal Europe collection. I think it's called Bleu de France. I'm going to add Bewitched from Blend Bunnies and Serendipity, also from Blends from Blend Bunny. Also, I want to get some red. Recently, I've been obsessed with red as my eyeliner, and this is kind of ironic because before I didn't know how to deal with these shades, and I think it will look good here. What do you think of the revised version? If you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I would love to read all of them. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. See you next time. Bye.